I was recently telling someone a story about when I became a principal for the first time. I was a pre-K to 4 principal with 504 students, and that's it. I had a school nurse, I had one secretary, and when I started, I had a part-time um, guidance counselor. So, talk about being isolated. There was a principal in another school, there were two other schools in the district, but I was like an island on myself. And fortunately, I come from a family where my mother at the time was an assistant superintendent. So I had this like built in support system, and I could call her up and say, hey, what do you think about this? How do you think about that? What do you think about that? But when it came to my actual leadership, I was on my own trying to figure out what type of a leader do I want to be? How do I want to make decisions? How will those decisions impact the people around me? And so many of the lessons that I learned there in that job have helped me help so many other people. The funny story is the one day I was sitting with my two union reps, and they said to me, Donna Marie, you're just going too fast. And I looked at them with all seriousness and I said, I'm actually going at half speed. In my head, I wish we were going much faster. But I replaced somebody who was there for, I don't know, 40 years. And he did a lot of things well. He gave the teachers a lot of autonomy, but when it came down to like looking at student work and doing things consistently as a school, those practices didn't exist. So those were some things that I was looking at. And according to the ladies, I was moving too fast. So how fortunate I was at least to have somebody that I could pick up the phone and call and run ideas by. Do your leaders in your buildings and districts have that? As I said, I was it. I was, an island in a stream. And that feeling of isolation, that feeling of who do I run these things by can be very difficult, and it can lead to burnout. So I challenge you, find or create systems in your organization to ensure that your leaders have people that they can talk to, who are not judgmental, who might even be an outside person in the organization because they will bring objectivity, because we need to support our leaders because our leaders are making things happen.